2024 was a huge year for Cell VR, guys. We became one of the top 50 VR games on the MetaQuest, and we are in the top 20 of most popular free-to-play games on the MetaQuest, which has just been absolutely ludicrous. We passed over 500,000 installs, and we passed more than 100,000 followers on TikTok, which has just been absolutely insane. Thank you guys again for all the support you guys have shown Cell VR. Now, 2025 is here, guys, and I'm sure you are all wondering what's going to happen with Cell VR in 2025. Well, here's the biggest thing. The first thing that we want to do, well, not the first thing, but one of the big things we're trying to do here as the team behind Cell VR is we are trying to take Cell VR out of early access and into full release. That's right, guys. One of the big things we are trying to do here in 2025 is bring Cell VR out of early access, and what it's going to take to get there is what I want to talk about, so let's talk to the specifics of that. In order for Cell VR to leave early access, which it is currently in right now, there's a big, huge thing that you guys see every time you enter the game that says, warning, early access gameplay, probably going to suck, but you guys mostly just ignore it and go past it. Anyway, we are trying to get out of early access, guys, and the things that we feel like we need to do in order to get out of early access are the following. First and foremost, PvE needs a major rework, and part of that PvE rework will be the thing you guys have all been asking for: sea monsters. That's right, guys. First thing that we need to do to get out of early access, guys, is we need to finish up our PvE stuff, which means adding sea monsters, adding NPC ships that cruise around the whole map and stuff that you guys can attack, can board, and all that good stuff. We also need to add some new enemy types and do a bunch more things like raids to be added to the world to make it feel more full. We feel like adding more NPCs and more PvE elements to the game is going to make Cell VR feel a lot more full. So that is one of the things that we are going to be doing in order to get out of early access this year. The other major thing that we need to do in order to get out of early access, guys, is we have got to redo our leveling system. There has been tons of bugs and exploits that have gotten people way too much gold and way too much XP, and so we need to reset. We are going to be redoing the leveling system, right? And the way that that's going to work, we're not completely sure yet, but at some point you guys will get a level reset, whether that's through a wipe or some kind of reward system. We'll find out, but we need to redo the leveling system to have more rewards based off of your level and stuff, and to make it more of a actual leveling system with kind of some progression to work towards. So that will be coming before we exit early access as well, so keep that in mind. There's also just a ton of bug fixes and polish that we want to do, so probably the first thing that's going to happen here in 2025, guys, is we are going to take probably a month to just polish the game as much as possible. Fix the lag, fix the disconnection issues, fix all the things that you guys have been experiencing before we add these few last new features we need to, and then we'll be ready to move on to all the new stuff. Does that make sense? We are hoping that we'll be able to exit early access sometime in June or July. Again, that is the current estimate, but you guys know me, dates and stuff when I say them never happen, so we'll see what actually happens. But after we exit early access, guys, the plan is to switch into a seasonal type event system, right? You guys have seen like Faction Wars and the Bone Maw event. We want to create events like that happen on a seasonal basis and start getting into the habit of like there's a new season for Cell VR every quarter or so of the year. And so after we exit early access, we'll be going into a more seasonal type event with different events and stuff coming. We will definitely plan on expanding the map in the future, maybe new worlds. We'll see. There's lots of big things for that. But the big thing that I wanted to tell you guys about is the fact that we are trying to exit early access this year. That is the plan, guys, and we would love to have all of your help and support for that. So the best thing that you guys can do to help us get there is please report any bugs or issues you've been experiencing in Cell VR in the community Discord so we can make sure we address that. And also give us feedback, leave reviews, tell us what you guys want. We have been really good about listening to your guys' feedback, and we want to hear it, so please keep giving that to us. Let us know what needs to be fixed, and let us know what you guys think needs to be added before we exit early access, and who knows, maybe we'll add it and push back the early access release date. Now, I know that's like a lot of big changes coming to Cell VR, but along the way, guys, don't you worry, we're going to be adding new cosmetics, new islands and stuff, new type of game modes and things that will be coming as we're pushing out these updates and stuff, but expect it to be a little slower than last year. Last year, we literally pushed updates like once a month, but this next year, guys, we're trying to make bigger updates that will have more significant changes and improvements, and those will be coming one at a time, and so it might take us a little longer. So if you're seeing less updates from Cell VR, don't worry, we haven't given up on the game. We're just making bigger and badder improvements. Or not badder, better. Anyway, guys, that is all that I wanted to talk about in this devlog. We will see with 2025 how many devlogs come out. If we actually do manage to slow down our update process, it might be easier for me to do devlogs like this. But let me guys know, do you guys prefer devlogs? Do you like the shorts that I've been doing in TikToks? Let me know what you guys prefer. And that is all for me, guys. Would love to hear comments and your thoughts on us leaving early access. And please join the Discord if you haven't already. And as always, I'll see you on the seas.